Hello, champions! We are live and we're gonna do some Showdown. Alright, oh, there's already a lot of you on. Alright, well, hello everyone, because I'm not gonna say one after the other, because that's gonna take 10 minutes. Alright, so we're gonna do some Showdown. I did do a little of it already. We still have a long way to go. At 3850 out of 7500. Hey Ayush. I'm doing kinda a little better in Jovek. No, Devin, I did not. Hey Chindindu. Actually, found out what I had in Jovek. Like I saw my doctor. Well, so I talked to my doctor on the phone, and they ran like I got a blood test and everything, and my health is actually the best it's been in the last 15 years or so. But my doctor says that I either have a burnout or depression, one or the other. So nice, grats, Justin. Very rarely these days, Blaze. I haven't done one like since Hogan. That was like 3-4 weeks ago, I think. Like I haven't worked in 6 weeks or so, so I'm not getting paid, so I'm not going crazy with the spending. I spent like 40 bucks in the last 3 weeks or so. Hey Nathan. Hey, great. Yeah, well, I'm guessing a couple are gonna be since it's an event going on. Hey, does bro. Hey, guy. Hey, Alex. Last milestone in Spring of the Ring. I should get it like really soon. Think it's a belt. Yeah. It's a legendary strap for Trickster Man Attitude Era. Nothing special. I kind of want the million coin more than the strap right now. Or the chest from the other one. Like I'm really close. I should get it like probably tomorrow. All right, let's go kick some asses. Probably Brad. Normally, I haven't checked if they announced what the prize was gonna be. Normally, the Flash Feud have decent prizes. Yeah, that's not a decent price. Well, it is a legendary strap though, so that could be good, but well, the medals I'll definitely take for sure. I mean, I've seen worse, but it's like not super great, but also we're gonna have a few of those, so maybe some are gonna have better rewards. Anyway, feuds you normally do more for fun than for rewards anyway. Thanks, Rotash. You did, guy. That's Doink is a really good character. My best one, Michael, is probably Powerhouse Hogan. Really, champ? Those are not characters that are, well, undefeated probably on attack. On defense, they're probably gonna get their ass whooped. I love Jimmy Nathan. Like, he's not a top tier acrobat, but he is really good and he's super fun to play with. Matt is better than Andre, Michael. Doink is really good, Roman. He's one of those guys that is really good, but I don't really enjoy to play with, but it's definitely not because he's not good, because he is good. I can't use them, Kartik, because it's mixed. You got to use a male and a female. So I can't use Hogan with Mr. T. I'll probably use them once I'm done with the 7500 I can do and gotta do regular one. Then I'll probably use that team. Yeah, $1 Million Man really ain't that good. Neck is definitely a hell of a lot better, Mohammed. I'd say, like, on my right side, I can turn pretty much all that. On the left side, like, I'm starting having issue when I get to about that point. I can't really, like, I have to force to go back. So I'd say I'm probably back to, like, 80-85% mobility on the neck. I haven't tried Jake at 4-star yet, Michael, but I heard that he is good at 4-star, and he's one of the guys that I'll be doing eventually a preview of. Because I'm kind of curious myself. Slick is better than Matt, but they're both very, like, close. Not really worth it, Nico, because the link between Booker and Lita is stronger. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going back to work, Richard. Like, it's not looking like it's gonna be anytime soon. I'll use Hogan later, Shakir. Like, right now, I'd just be shooting myself in the foot if I wasn't using those two. Because with Hogan, if I don't get a black match, I can't do anything. Would be a different story if there wasn't any perk. I did not, Kartik. I didn't try. Doink, if I remember well, it's Woods and either Jimmy Uso or JBL. Not that much Blaze. He's not great. That would be Hogan, Shakir. I don't know, Roman. You'd need to ask them. Crap. Just gave him a free turn right there. Got some luck. A free turn and purple. Well, we got fucked. Like, there's no freaking way he could have been luckier than that. Like, free turn that also lands on 4 purple. Fuck me. I do, Riley. Both of them. Oh, you can't see JBL because he doesn't exist in the game anymore, guy. That's why. Bobby's good. He's not great, but he's good. Acro 80 is great, yeah. Well, we may get a third eventually. Like, I faced Zombie Austin like about 10 times before I streamed. Never happened. I start streaming, there goes that shit. He's not in the game, gimme, because they don't have the rights for JBL. His license expired. And now we're gonna have the same fucking shit with Paige. Well, you guys wake me up when I can't do anything. I've been doing like shit magic. No, you can't fight for anything, champ. Let's get out so we cannot do anything else for another 5 minutes. Ayla? I've been waiting to get a turn magic. That's what's going. Well, he's actually in the game, Chandler. He's more than coming. He's already in. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Let's get out of that so we can get into more of it. Just waiting for a turn, Derek. That razor's pretty good. Eventually we'll do something. Like get out of the pin to get 2 more stun turns. That's what we'll do. Pretty much that's what we'll be doing most of the fight. Just get off. I'm just tired of that shit. Fuck that. Go fuck yourself. I don't even give a shit about the health pack. I'd rather not waste another 10 minutes watching my fucking screen. Not being able to do a damn fucking thing. Normally, not an issue at all. I completely stumped their asses. But for some reason, the computer decided to give him a 5 in a row plus 4 purples just so that on his first turn he can get everything going. Hey, Fidelio. There's no way I'm spending resources on shit characters like Six and Phenom. They have absolutely zero use outside of Zombie Austin, which normally isn't a problem unless you're getting completely fucked by the computer. And this board is, again, a piece of shit. Because I'm getting nothing on that board. Obviously not going to be an issue to win the match, but that board has been horrible. Thanks, Magic. Yeah, it's been a while since I did a stream like 3 3 weeks or something like that since my last stream. Doing better now, Alejandro. Because now I can actually play instead of just watching my screen. I don't care to lose a match. I care if I can't do anything during a match. Neither, just I hate both. Very high, Devin. I wouldn't know where because I haven't played much with him, but very high. Yeah, well, I've not been feeling too good, D-man. A few gimme, but I mean, I was getting like people had issue just put in a comment in the way that it was before because they couldn't figure out how to do a comment on YouTube. So, I mean, it can be the easiest shit. Someone's gonna have issues with it. And with Gleam, well, it's just that it gives you more chances if you use all these different ways, but you gotta log all these different accounts, and for some reason, some are having issues with that. But I'll probably just go back to the old way for the next one. Well, they're both very, very different purposes, Sanity. I don't have Gargano, no. Can't afford to do a pull for him right now. Not working. Well, I could do a pull, but I don't want to spend the money on it. I rather, since I don't know how long I won't be working, I rather be safe and have the money to not work. What the hell? Let's go with that. We'll end it on the next turn. I'll do the roster update at some point, I don't know when. Nope, never gonna do a tier list just because that would be completely useless content. Because tier list gets updated all the time. My videos get views even a year later, so it would be outdated right away, and I can't update the video, so it's a pointless medium to do a tier list of video. There are already much of them out there that are doing a perfectly good job and that can get updated. And they do get updated regularly, so it's a much better medium to just have it in text. Probably you could try on my computer instead, Gimme. I haven't heard anything about that, Jake, and I would really doubt that it's anytime soon too. You got 6 really good characters with $50. That's a hell of a lot better than the average people spending $50. And sushi, that's extremely good. Yeah, at 5-star only one move would unlock, but yeah, we're still very far from that. Well, Emmanuel, it's because you gotta understand what the contest was built for. It is basically a spend contest. It's just that they add, it's basically like the induction event for the Hall of Fame characters. It's the exact same thing where you normally have absolutely nothing to do other than pulling the character, and you can't do anything otherwise. The only difference is that they added very few milestones for those that are not spending. Like, I'll probably get up to the 4th milestone just doing the normal showdown right now. So it's basically a Gargano event for Gargano, and on the side a showdown event that is completely unrelated but give a couple points for it. So it's really like there's nothing new. It's actually technically slightly better than what we're used to. It's just that there's been so many of those spend events in a short amount of time that overall is just shit for the month. Yeah, kinda Impact. Well, so far I've been getting better result with the silver than the gold, Kartik. I don't remember what I got magic. I did a whole guide on strap and metal, just you get them from pretty much anything. Like, straps are mostly from expedition and different rewards all over the place. Medals, you got them from basically any matches almost. And you also get them from different rewards. You can also make some pulls for them, paid pulls. I mean, they're both pretty much all over the place. That's a lot of guys' sanity. You're probably just better checking the tier list. You'll have all these answers there, along where they rank. From the top of it, obviously Acro Macho and Fandango are probably the best ones. And character release, Eric, it's all about licenses. What licenses do WWE allow, and do they allow the character to be released in the first place? Because they decide who gets released. Pretty good 3-day, Kartik. Probably strikers for me, I guess. It's sanity. Yeah, Vader is really good, Jack. Well, I got WTF pwned by Booker. Now it's gonna be my turn to put my power gems. Really need to put my other move because that's gonna end the match. It's going really badly so far. You guys are like killing my vibe. I was doing so good before I started streaming. Now it's just shit match one after the other. Well, Acro Ricochet is pretty much good at everything, D-Man. Oh, all the time, Jacoby, just not when I record or when I stream. Yeah, they would never do that just because people would just buy off an account on eBay or something. It's pretty horrible, Eric, my luck on the pulls. If you look back at the last 3 years, my channel was pretty much built on shit pulls. Yeah, Fidelio indeed. Goldberg is horrible at 3-star, really, really good at 4-star. Yeah, that's never gonna happen, Magic. Collecting a 3-star Fiend, like Fiend is a top guy. There's no freaking way they're gonna give you a way to get like one of the most popular character free in any way. That's never gonna fly. Well, the goat, you get attacked a lot because you're attacking a lot. Doing decent, Derek. Grats, champ. He's a decent trainer. That's about the only use there is for him, unfortunately. Yeah, they say that to everything you send, Magic. Anytime you send a suggestion, it goes into the suggestion box. So you're always gonna be there. You'll always get a cut and paste answers that says they're gonna be considering it. But yeah, no, it's not. The moment someone sees that, they're gonna be hell no. No, Kartik, I don't have all the sub. No, Derek, my cold is gone. Although I learned that I either have a depression or a burnout, so neither is really good. Otherwise, my health is pretty great. I don't have COVID. At least I don't know if I do. Vader's pretty good, Jack, yeah. Yep, like Marcus said, indeed. Always, Jacoby. Always. Because he's working for AEW, Felipe, so they don't have the license to use him anymore. He was fired from WWE. Well, yes and no, Justin. It's basically the moment you activate it, you're gonna get retroactively the pulls you didn't get, so you can get it at any time, really. And like in my case, I subscribed for it for a month. I already canceled it. It's gonna cancel in like a week or two. I don't know the date. And I'll probably take it again in maybe a month or 2 months and collect the pulls in between. There's really no need to keep it active. Yeah, Acro Ricochet works fine. You're fucked if you don't get a blue match, but he works fine. It's actually more work if I stop uploading. If if I start uploading stuff, champ, because then I get everyone asking me why I'm not uploading stuff. He's actually pretty good, William. You have a lot of different... Most people are not pulling right now because they don't want to be pulling that more than who they're pulling for. Like, most of the big spenders have really lowered their... I mean, I personally spent about 40 bucks Canadian since the start of the event, apart from the fuse I got. I got the fuse at the start of the month, but other than that, I spent $28 US. So that's like 40 bucks or so Canadian. I did cut the beard a little, Eric. It's also not really... I also didn't take the time to shape it, so it kind of looks like crap right now. But I did cut about like 3 or 4 inch. Thanks, Fate. Probably for class balance magic. That's just the currency, Sushi. Coin pools are really rare, Alejandro, for 2 reasons. First, they don't make any money out of it because you use a resource, and second, most people don't have coin because they're a really, really rare currency because you always have something to spend them on. Right, which reminded me, actually I have 2 pulls for Gargano I was saving for the stream because I bought the part of the 28 bucks I said I spent earlier. 2 of those dollars was the offer for 2 pulls. So that's the 2 pulls we're going to do for Gargano, which is obviously not going to happen, but let's laugh. All right, we got bronze Orndorff, so we're on track for nothing. And gold Barber. Yep. Pretty much turned out like I thought it would. Let's go like that. And let's go back to it. 6 only use Eric is pretty much versus purple users. That's the only thing that he's good at. I'd say out of all the NXT characters, probably the best would be Alistair, and that's because all 3 of them are the exact same character of a different class, and Alistair, being a striker, does more damage, but that's pretty much about it. Oh, they couldn't really make Fiend anything else than a showboat, because otherwise he would have done way too much damage. They would have had to, like, retinker with the moves and everything. Plus, it helps the class balance to have another good showboat. Yeah, Bailey's pretty good. I don't have Sasha yet, no. Well, we don't have any yellow or black, and there's actually barely any on the whole map. Yep, it sucks for us in Canada indeed, Derek. Only versus purple users, Eric. Otherwise, not really good, no. DX or NWO what magic? Do you want to know how better 4-star silver Nash is compared to 4-star bronze? Well, slightly better. I don't know like the exact stat increase between both, but pretty much like most characters that go from bronze to silver. Well, you got guys like Slick Rick, Matt, and Godfather from the top of my head that are great showboats. Nope, no Gargano for me, Brian. That's fine sauce. I haven't done a stream in a while. There's, I think, 7 characters I don't have sanity. I'm about 500 shard short so far, Devin. Not even sure I'll make it. There's a lot of event that I didn't complete this month, so somehow I'm still ranked like 43rd or something like that. But there's a lot of stuff I did not complete this month. Yeah, I do have Sami Zayn. He's horrible. Yeah, Piper's great as well, like Jeff so says. They're both fairly average, Blaze. Big Kev or Shawn Michael, DX or Hollywood or Triple H. That, like, which is the best of all those? Because like DX, it's a faction, it's not a character. I don't really understand your question, Magic. Yeah, I wouldn't use Shane O'Mac in Showdown indeed. Slick Rick is a really good character, champ, yeah. Oh, don't give him a challenge, Gary. And so you guys wanted to see my roster. So Brett here is not mine. They just haven't taken him away from my preview, and neither are Goldust here, and there's a Striker Goldust either. Striker Goldust is the next one I'm doing. I'll probably be doing that maybe tomorrow, but Trickster Brett and Goldust Tech are not mine. The rest is, those are my right now the ones I want to work on the more are my, oh, let's go back, my Undertaker zombie. I want to work on my Hollywood Hogan. Where is he? I want to work on China. She's my #1 female to work on next. Where's my Hogan? Oh, there he is. Got my Hogan to work on. Those are those that I want to work on, but it's all going to be depending on what the events are going to be requiring, because I got like 20 guys that are definitely worth maxing out. Like just at the bottom, like you got my Godfather that is level 1 right there. That's definitely a guy I want to max. So is Sting, my Fiend I want to max, my Kofi, like my Trish. Like I got a lot of characters that are definitely deserving to be maxed. I'm actually missing 8 characters right now. So I'm missing Mr. Perfect, Gargano, Nikki, Ember, Scott Hall, which I have 1300 shards. Ted, I'm missing 70 shards for Ted. There was an event this month that had 70 shards in it, but I couldn't even get anywhere close because it was a spend event, so I said fuck it and I stayed there. Carrie, I'm at 1000 out of 2000. Sasha, like, yeah, I'm like missing 531. Not even sure I'll make it. I do have the gear, but I don't have the character. Hey, Big Dad, thanks for, wow, you picked the G Nation God rank. Be sure to send me a message on Discord so I can add you to the special member channel, Big Dad. I don't know if he might have some competition as far as being the worst Jeff So, but he's definitely way down there indeed. No, I still have a few of them that are not 3-star. Not a lot, but I do have a few. Got RVD, Bubba Ray, Darren Young, Ryback, Ziggler, and Cena. Those are... Oh, I actually got Neville and Diesel here as well. And yeah, that's it. The rest are all 3-stars. Not all filled, obviously, but... Especially from like years ago when there wasn't like MLC, the earlier coin events and stuff like that, getting guys up was the best way to not spend the coins. I'd say probably the NWO characters more than the DX one, although I'm using the DX more because those are leveled and not the most of my NWO. Yeah, that was pretty straightforward. Well, as much as I can within the lines, Grimsy. I mean, it's technically, depending on how you look at it, it's looking horrible right now because it's a lot of these events one after the other. But if you take a step back and you check the event for what it is, just basically a pure spend event, if you compare that with, let's say, the induction event, it's technically not that bad if you're obviously not spending, because there's the old portion of the event that is built for Gargano, but you do get a couple milestone with the side Showdown event. So it's all about the Showdown event for me. I'll get whatever milestone from the other one thanks to the Showdown event, so I'll probably get like 3 or 4 milestones, something like that. So it's considering I'm skipping everything out of it, but I'm still getting something from it, it can be as bad as a regular spend event because I'm still getting something without spending. So it's technically not as bad. It just looks horrible, like if you pile it with the rest of the shit. SL to Deer. Advice on getting people to join your feuds. Well, being an active faction, I'd say that'd be the best tip. Because if you're in an active faction, they're probably going to be waiting for you to feud. Like there's obviously within the more organized faction, there's some of them that don't feud, there's some that do feud. So obviously if you're looking to feud, I'd say don't go to a faction that don't feud. You're probably better going to one that does. Well, he's not in the game anymore, Mikey. You can't get him anymore. He's one of those guys that they don't have the license to offer anymore. Well, that board is not great. Alchemania is better than Hollywood Philippines. I mean, they're both really, really good, but Powerhouse is better. It's definitely not meant for a new player, Kartik, that's why. Not really Blaze, no. G Nation Sanity is the name I gave for the YouTube member program for my channel. You did, Eric? Nice. I'm getting there. I started late. I always start up late. I wouldn't expect any of the very popular guys loading to be free. That'd be like bad business, I guess. Well, it's not getting old by any means for me, Jacoby. I've seriously slowed down, especially on the spending. But like I'm not getting like I have many games to play. Like I probably have over 30 purchased games that I'm not even playing, and that's still the game that I go to. I definitely got a big one in 3 days that I'm waiting for, which is Gears Tactics. Which is within the Gears of War world, which is kind of ironic because I never played any of the Gears of War games because I never cared for it. But it is a tactics game, basically like the XCOM, Jagged Aliens, the original Fallouts. If you're old like I am, you probably remember some of these old games that are really awesome. And that's going to be one of those tactics games, and it's looking really good, so I can't wait for it to be released, which is like in 3 days. So I might even do a stream of it. I don't know how much like it's more of a thinking game, like you got to think your moves, and so I don't know how fun it's going to be as far as a streaming game, because there might be a lot of waiting and thinking, so we'll see. Worst case, you guys will be bored and there's gonna be a short stream. Otherwise, like most of the games I'm looking for are not coming anytime soon. Put it here. Actually, I don't want to put it there because I don't want to hurt my my power gems. She's probably gonna kick out of that. I gotta get the green and the blue. I got both, so we're good. Oh, come on. I would doubt it, Magic. I had no idea, Druval. No idea about what's coming next. Well, I heard that they're gonna announce something on Monday, champ, but I don't know what they got planned. He's not Felipe. It's a great character, Felipe, but he's not the best character in the game. Well, wrestling on TV right now is definitely not great based on the fact that there's no crowd, so... They normally never add stuff to Prize Wall, Kartik. I'll probably stick to YouTube, Fidelio, because it's like it's hard to have people switch between both of them. Probably Sanity. Yeah, 2K20 was horrible. Hey, Punisher, I got a buddy that used that name. Could be Chimp, I don't know. But WWE said that they wouldn't have a game in 2020. So technically WWE All-Star would still be a WWE game. Maybe they're gonna have an AEW game. RVD is actually pretty good at 4-star. I have no idea what the total is, Jacoby. A small fortune, probably. Because he's really good, Blaze, that's why. Night, Gabriel. Oh, I'm sure someone's gonna get that license, Devin, for sure. I don't know if it's gonna sell enough to be worth doing, like, probably not a yearly game, that's for sure. Thanks, Mitan. No idea, Eric. We're asking them every week and we always get the same answer, eventually. I'm kind of intrigued by the Money in the Bank match itself. I know it was already recorded, but I'm hoping it's going to be something like the Boneyard match. Man, these boards have been horrible for me. No, RVD's better than JBL, Sanity. JBL's horrible. He did, Devin? Oh, I'm not surprised. I mean, they got a toy line. Best female? Probably Hall of Fame Lita, but there's quite a few at the same level. No, it's not. It's Max Jacoby. Well, it's gonna be on top on WWE HQ, but that's a really big roof. Plus, it's all pre-recorded, so it's pretty easy to like cut and do multiple segments and make it look like it's all happening, but like there's a harness holding the guy's leg. Yeah, indeed, JBL's only good as a trainer. I'd say 6 is technically better than Stone Cold as a striker, but he's still kind of average. Depend which Becky. Like Becky Tech is better than her, not Becky Showboat. Yeah, 6 is definitely a useful coach for sure. He reduced the amount of submission turns. Your guess is as good as mine, Jacoby. I don't know what WWE thinks. Oh, for sure, Sanity. Slick Rick is one of those. I hate using Slick Rick. Deadman, I also hate using Deadman. Both great characters. It's just both characters I hate to use. Very well could be Devin, or even have a stunt guy jumping over and not the wrestler. Then again, explaining that the next time the guy walks to Raw. Like if they throw someone off the roof, it's not really believable if he's there the next Monday. Well, not if you're hoping to get him, Blaze. If you don't mind not getting him, sure. But I mean, the odds are not better than they ever were. It's still 2% chance to get something from the feature, not even him. And that board's is shit again. Can't get any black or yellow. Oof, definitely not Gabriel. Neither of them are good. Depends on the video, Jacoby. Like, the average video is gonna be $2-3. A stream like that, like a 3-hour stream, I make about $1.50 out of that. So you definitely don't do that because you wanna make money, because that would be a terrible choice. My physical health is actually pretty good. Last 15 years, that's the best it's always been. Apparently my mental health is pretty fucked up because I got either a depression or a burnout, so neither are really good. It is indeed Fidelio. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen, Robert. You'll never see me beg for money. I'm not working and I'm still not gonna beg for money. Like, I'm still making a living. I'm still paying the bills. You can't monetize your video until you reach 1K sub, champ. No. That's a requirement that YouTube started 2 years ago, I think. You need 1K sub before you monetize them. He's one of the many options, Kenneth. Yeah, if you check my video, there's a ton of different options for trainers and moveset for Gargano. He's very good for that. Ramazan, wasn't it Ramadan? Or is Ramadan something else, Munir? Or is that for Jewish people? I don't know. I don't do the religion thing, so I have no clue about everyone's religion. I'm more on the side of science than religion. Oh, he's got Mikey. He's got about as many haters than followers. I'd say the best of those is Corbin, but that's like a best with not a capital B. Not much of those are really worth spending much resources on. I mean, obviously, if it's all you got, well, they're still gonna help you to do like your daily stuff, but I wouldn't say don't get them too high, because like most of them have some uses as trainers, except Bigelow that has none. But the others at least have some limited use for trainers. Ah, that's why I saw that before me here. Hey, Ronnie. On your 60-inch TV? I'm gonna have my big nose on that big TV. Like I got a Triple H nose. Oh, Ricochet is much better, champ. Yeah, I heard the allegation, Devin. We'll see how that turns out. If it turns out to be true, he's definitely in some pretty big issues. Both legally and mentally. That was probably the Boneyard match, Sanity. I'll probably get to Cesaro eventually, Felipe, but I try to do those that are actually viable first. Well, Bam Bam is not horrible. He's got a stun move. I believe it's a one-turn stun, and it really costs a lot of MP. So it's not a stun that you can like do repeatedly. So, like he's like in the like at the bottom of the average guys, something like that. I'll just go to the bathroom a minute. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Deadman's Taker is really good, Fidelia, yeah. Yeah, that's probably the angle, because the door is actually a little diagonal from where the camera is, so that's probably why it looks 4 feet. It's actually 6 feet. I wouldn't know which one it is, Sanity. The next one is going to be Striker Goldust, Felipe. And after that, I think it's going to be Jake, but I don't have him yet. You don't have Lita, Mikey? She was free a couple months ago. Yeah, I wouldn't understand if you were speaking Portuguese. I haven't played that much with my zombie Brock Mohammed, but I would believe that he's better than Deadman, although they're probably ranked similarly. I didn't. You probably did when I was peeing, champ, because I didn't see it. Hello, Brazil. You fought a 4-star gold Goldust. I hope it was a tech. The tech Goldust is actually pretty decent if you got the right trainers, which is Anderson. Arn Anderson. Yeah, but I'm guessing Ciampa is probably not too far behind, I'm guessing. No, not Lead Hall of Fame, Lead Technician. I haven't set it up yet, but for you guys that are actually members on my channel, I'll be, because the memberships on my channel gives a special channel on my Discord server. I'm going to be setting it up so that those guys can actually talk during the stream as well. So those that have a mic, they'll be able to talk and you'll hear what they have to say. I haven't set it up yet. McMahon will do more damage than Breeze does, but if you got Fandango to tag with Breeze, they're a hell of a tag team together. I actually tried again, like I hated PUBG when I tried it a couple years ago. I hated that game. I tried it again, like I bought it 3 weeks ago. I tried it, hated him. So yeah, it's uninstalled right now. Really don't like that game. Yeah, so great, you'll be able to talk. Yeah, I already made the voice channel in Discord, but I haven't made it so that we can hear it on the stream yet. But I'll set it up. I don't know how many are going to use it, but it's going to be there. I played a couple matches, Sanity. I'm not a big fan of the Battle Royale type game. Like, I don't really like to just run around and not see anyone for 10 minutes and then you get a headshot from someone that was camping on a building. I'm more of an action guy, but I kind of liked Warzone though. That's the only Battle Royale that I like, Warzone. But I get really frustrated with shooters. I even played Apex Legend and I didn't like that either. It's really not my type of game. You got it in all my videos description, Michael. Even this stream, this description, you got my Discord ID that is there. The people that have their name in green and a little belt on its Sanity are the members of my channel. Like YouTube, a couple months ago, they started a membership program where it's kind of like Patreon, where like people select the level that they want to basically pay for your content, or it's more like kind of a donation, a recurring donation monthly, but it gives you perks with it, like one of them being that your name's highlighted in the comments in the stream. There's a little bell that show how long you've been a member. There's other perks like there's the God one, like you actually can have a monthly video with me, just the two of us. Like there's a bunch of stuff there. Like I don't push for it because I don't want to, like, I'm not doing it for the money, so I don't really push for it, but it's there for those that want to support. Well, I kind of like Injustice on console, Jake. But fighting game, it's a really bad medium mobile for that. Like the controls are just not responsive enough for that. Like shooters and fighting game, not on mobile. On the bottom of the screen, there's a join button. Like, I don't know on mobile because I actually never check YouTube on mobile. I always do it on my computer. But on the bottom of the video, normally there should be a join button that when you click it, it gives you there's what, 4 tiers, I think? Like there's one $2, $5, $10, or $15 and $20, something like that. I don't remember exactly. How do I come up with the name? Well, in my case, it was thanks, great. Oh, I gotta screenshot that just to. Benny's a good buddy of mine. He's a Frenchie too, if you didn't know. We actually live like 30 minutes apart. I gotta screenshot that because I'll tease him with it. But yeah, in my case, for my channel, it was pretty easy. And thanks, by the way, great. I don't know if I forgot to say it. But for my channel name champ, it was pretty simple. I just took my name like that. There's zero originality there. I just picked my name and I added gaming. Like, I like the story mode for Call of Duty. They normally have like the best stories. Never was a big fan of the multiplayer for Call of Duty. I'm more of a Battlefield guy. I love the Battlefield game. Although I did not like the last two because they were like World War I and such. And I'm not a big fan of those era. I like more the modern day ones. But I'm more of a Battlefield guy than Call of Duty. But I do like Warzone though. See now, Carl Anderson's actually decent. Still, you'll definitely need as a trainer at the very least. Daniel Bryan, Planet, decent, not great. Yeah, that's that's quite the understatement, Jake. Definitely wasn't great. Well, Sheik at 3-star is not good. At 4-star, really good. 6, he's gonna be really good versus those purple users like Zombie Austin. Fairly average about against anyone else. I do have a couple moderator, yeah. You rarely ever need to do moderation on the stream though. You guys always behave. But like Nick was there earlier. I don't know if he's still there, but Nick was there earlier. No ID champ. I never know who's coming until they're coming, or the intel guy dig it up. They so don't want anything to be spoiled or leaked that we never know much ahead. Like, normally we'll know like 2 hours or so before they're released. Doink is really good, William. Among the best techs. Thanks, Gabriel. My favorite move effect, it's gotta be the finger poke of death from Hollywood Hogan. Like, that move is just like, it's pure gold. It's the best move, and it looks the best in the game. Doing decent, Mike. You? Well, 6 is good to level just to have a breeze with those events, since you can just steamroll Austin. Tech Kurt is really average Kartik. Usually one of those guys not worth putting resources on unless you got nothing else. Else is okay, I guess, Felipe. Oh, what the move does to the board? There's a lot of those that I like. Like, I love the one from Luke Gallows that he just break those traps and the whole board goes apeshit. It's similar to the one from Zombie Taker that has a similar effect. The finisher from Hogan is actually pretty strong as well. The red move. Black move that destroys the red for Powerhouse Hogan is really good because it doesn't move the pin bar and usually completely destroys your opponent's health. There's a few of them that are really good. A lot of people are pulling that 4-star gold doink from the manager loot. I did not get him from there, but I did get him from I did get him from the NXT event. I managed to get three of those whatever they're called, the coins, gold coins. So I got myself a doink fuse out of it. I'm in Grim Creepers, Lewis. RKO is really a nice move, yeah. I don't know, I've been coughing a lot today. Maybe I got another cold. Tozawa's not that great, Jake. Well, Tech Orton ain't that bad, though. Let's go check. We get some milestone or something? No, we did not. Oh, we still have a lot of range. Okay. Let's go for those. Yeah, I don't like tea though, champ. Drink is a G0. That's a Gatorade without sugar, basically. I got 1,469, I think I saw earlier. Just below 1,500, basically. I'm not, definitely not convinced I'll manage to get her. Which would be a first for me in a long time. But there's like many events this month that I didn't max. Pretty much like, I maxed none of the pay event, first of all. I did the tours and stuff like that. Like, a lot of them I just used a lot of props. And like 1 revive or 2 worst case. I was able to do some of them with really bad character. The only one I couldn't do was the Razor Ramon that we had like yesterday. I think mine was just way too low. I couldn't do anything. I think it was like level 60 or something like that. Even with props and revives, it was just like undoable. Well, Booker's not the fastest guy. Eddie Guerrero is definitely not a fast guy. The acrobat one, really good, but not the fast one. My neck, I'd say, so jib is about 80-85%. Like the right side, I can pretty much move my head. The left side, it's about as far as it goes now. But it doesn't hurt as it used to, like, what was it, like 2 days ago? That was really bad at that point. Pretty stupid way to hurt your neck as well. Let's take the yellow there. It's a pretty stupid way to hurt your neck, Sanity. I was actually having a very vivid argument with Scopely, and I was so pissed that I just ended up getting worked out, and I like did a bad move and busted my neck. So that's why I say it's a pretty stupid way to hurt your neck. What? NXT superstars getting taken from masked guys. I have no idea what you're talking about. Actually, let's go for all blue here. That's a good one, Fidelio. I would, well, I Doink is really good, but I don't like to use him, so I'm not sure I'd be the best one because I really like playing with Johnny. So personally, I'd say Johnny is probably better. Statistically, he may not. Hey, Fish. Antonio. Italy. I never use Fandango because he's not leveled up, but he is really good. And when you tag him with Breeze, they're just like a breeze. Oh, okay. Well, I haven't watched NXT in a couple of weeks, and Senpai, so I wouldn't know. Alright, well, thanks for stopping by, Raleigh. Good night. I only read like an article about it, great, so I don't have the details, and as far as I know, other than the rumor, we don't really know much. From what I was reading, he seemed pretty guilty, but I mean, we said that about Enzo, and it turned out a fake story that the girl made up, so... I'm pretty sure it's going to be all over the wrestling news, so we'll get all the details on it. Obviously, if it's true, he's a piece of shit. I love my Luke Gallows. I just made him gold like sometime this month. I don't remember when. He is like, he's not a top tier guy, but he is a very good guy, and he is super fun to play with. I don't expect them. The last talk I had with them about reskinning character, it was that it was never gonna happen again, and they don't have any plans to ever reskin anyone else. Those were specifically done to Enzo and ADR because those were pretty much game breaking, that you couldn't get those any other way because they were just not in the game. They're still very not easy to get because you got to pull them, but it's at least technically possible. It wasn't at all before. So that's why those two were reskinned, but there's no plan to reskin. It's probably any of the characters. Well, first, there's not many guys that are needed. Like Arn Anderson is probably the exception. And as far as the other guys, like Harper, for instance, well, he's not even out of the game yet. So, I mean, even Jericho is still in the game, and he's been in AEW for a year. So are the Ambrose. So it all depends on when those license ends, or if they even ends. Because for some of them, the guy may not be in WWE, but WWE still owns the character. So it depends. Does WWE have a problem with that character still being available? Are they gonna pull the license, or is the license gonna just expire? So I'm sure that's why some of those guys are still in the game, even though they like left a long time ago. The problem if I use Hogan is that it's a mixed tag, which means that any team that is not a good team, male, female, is gonna really suck against those good guys. Because they're not a good team to team up. That's why I'm using these two, because they actually work together. But we're almost done. Like, we got like 12 match or something, not even that. And we're done with that. And then I'll be using Hogan and Mr. T for the other Showdown. Because that one I can use two males. Because otherwise I'm just gonna burn through health packs. And may even lose some. That's fake news, Mike. There's no plan for 5-star anytime soon. Which, Chris, you got? Jake? Really fun character to use, but is atrocious. Well, by definition, if he's atrocious, he's probably not fun. No, you can't ever lose anyone you got, champ. I can show Hogan. Let me show you. I have to go do a low match though, because he's not leveled. What's his talent level in the first place? Just check what he's at. Where the hell is he? Oh, there he is, 7K. Now let's go find a 7K opponent. Probably like European Tour, maybe. Alright, there you go. 6K. 6.9. That'll do it. Let's use Hogan. We have the finger poke is there. Alright. Let's put Macho and Bray. Actually, I'm not gonna put Bray because I don't want to. I got him on Hogan that I'm gonna need later, so we'll just go through and hope for the best because I don't want to spend like 100k coin to move trainers. Nice, grats, Chandler. Edge is great indeed. I do have a PH Hogan, great. I definitely, well, I do work that help them, AZ, but I'm not getting paid. And I don't work for the company. I'm sure they get a bunch of exposure from all the videos I post. Purple. Hopefully he's gonna kick out of that. Alright, perfect, he did, because I want to show you the finisher. I actually have no idea about the minimum mic, because, well, I mean, no one gets Ingrim in the first place. They usually go to one of the lower factions. Booyah! And that's the finger poke of doom. Oh, there's been a lot of crazy rumors, AZ. I mean, anytime you hear that they're paying me, it's because the person that says it is completely clueless. Because first of all, my channel, it is all shit pulls. Like 99% of my pulls are horrible. That is terrible, terrible, like, publicity for them. It shows that you don't get shit doing pulls. I mean, you just check the comments on my pull videos and it's all people, well, thanks, now I'm not gonna spend because I saw that you didn't get anything. So, I mean, what company would pay for publicity to tell that your pulls are worthless? I mean, that theory goes out the window just with that. Mark said I'm a sheep. Well, Mark's gonna hear from me. No, Jonathan, that's two completely different company. Zedtaker is really good indeed, God. There is. I don't. Who is it? Is it Rey Mysterio that turns almost the old board into multipliers sauce? Yeah. Yeah. Undisputed Future set, that's the one that I busted my knuckles on my desk. Bobby, that's the one I fell off my chair. Favorite guy in the game? Probably Powerhouse Hogan. He's just way OP. Well, he did too. He did as well until he quit. Great, so. Best Undertaker is the zombie one for sure, Jonathan. There's not really, like, they don't have a bonus to work with each other, William, so there's not much point to tagging them together. You busted your arm pulling for Outlaw Taker. That's not even a good one. Yeah, Undisputed Future is better than Farouk for sure. Favorite tag team to use in the game? I got a lot of them. Like, I like to use Booker and Lita. They're good. Booker and Eddie's a good tag team as well. Hogan and Mr. T is just like completely badass. Well, it depends, Mike. I mean, technically, it's a better spent $25 than if you go for pulls. But, I mean, I've seen a bunch of people pull Doink. But apart from that, the silver pull seems to be better. So, it's definitely not a great value. I think it's kind of expensive. But at the same time, I mean, if you do pull the 4-star, that's a pretty cheap price for one. It's definitely not something I'd keep active all the time, though. It's the kind of stuff that you activate like once every couple months or so that you can collect the pulls from in between. Yeah, if you're missing a lot of character, it's definitely a decent value for that. Fandango was a great pull for sure, Sanity. Let's tag back. Favorite female, it's Lita. Lita is my, well, Hall of Fame Lita. Other than that, I really love playing with China back then. That's why I'm leveling her right now. Worst monthly event in my opinion, probably the one we're having right now. That's got to be up there. Don't really have a great memory for that stuff, but I can definitely remember the present. That's a pretty good ratio, Pedri. Wasn't they pretty decent last month, Sauce? Like for me, a good key pull month is one where you can actually pull shards from the monthly characters. Those are my favorite ones. I don't care what else is in it. As long as I can get some shards for the monthly character, I'm happy. Like the month that there was Shelton Benjamin, that month I got a bunch of shards from the key pulls. Was that last month? Not really, Gabriel. Orton, the tech is not that bad if you have the right trainers. Yeah, the Hall of Fame characters are pretty all very good. Like Hall of Fame Sting is really good once he's 4-star gold. Not so much before that. But once he's 4-star gold, he's pretty good. But even then, he's probably the weakest of all of them. But still a pretty strong character. Got no details for next month yet, John, so I don't know. No idea, Felipe. I don't even know what the team's gonna be. Don't know, John. Like we normally see the patch notes about a few hours before they go live. And a lot of time they change by the time they go live. Hell, they change once they go live too. Hopefully nothing ever again, Mike. They were put on hold and nobody's missing them. He's a good guy, D-Man. Like he's above average for sure. He's not a top guy, but he's really good. I haven't got her to 4-star gold yet either, but that's mainly for my lack of coins. Because I spent so much coins leveling Hogan fast that I burned all the coins I had. So I think I'm going to stop Bailey at 4-star silver, which I'll probably make tomorrow when there's a coin event. And I probably won't make her gold, but that's because I just burned all my coins. I could have waited, but I wanted to use Hogan for the last feud, so that's why I burned like 30 million coins on him, and I ended up with 3 million after that. Yeah, Steve, I saw, what was it? Was it a shooting or something you guys got in Nova Scotia? I know, like, it's just another Monday in the US because there's always shootings, but, well, there's probably less mass shooting now that there's no mass nothing anywhere. That was not right after. That was, there's like 2 months in between sauce. And when you take all of those from the like the different prize walls, plus all the different events that have like, there's a couple millions within the milestones. I mean, it can racks up pretty fast. Like a week ago, I had 3 million, like I said, and I'm already up to like 13 million or something like that because I bought a bunch of the prize walls. Pretty much all the coins from the prize walls. Over a week, depending on the event, you can definitely gather a decent amount of coins. You can gather enough for all the coin events. But if you do like, if you don't spend coins for those and instead you evolve character, for instance, that's gonna help you keep those coins and move up. Yeah, it's pretty nuts indeed, sauce. It shows you, Steve, how much I don't read the news or don't watch the news, because I saw something like pass, but I had no clue what happened. I couldn't even tell you what happens nearby. I don't follow the news whatsoever. Like I follow the COVID news, but like I got a bookmark to the direct link for that. I have no clue what else happens. Especially now that I can get out, whatever happens around is not really affecting me. It's all so depressive out there. I don't need more of it. How you did, Mike? The last thing I spent my cash on, Felipe, was leveling my Ogun from 1 to max. I do have Showboat Orton on the list to do at some point, Rifat. Well, let's go there. Probably indeed, Mike, yeah. Last feud I actually ranked down my roster because I was trying to get the bonus points from using the certain guys, and mine were not leveled, so I had to rank down my roster. But otherwise, if I was going full roster, I think I had a 118,000 team. I had 2 guys that were not maxed in there. I'm not a big fan of Dusty. The only time I ever used him, though, are when he was required to be used. Because, again, that's one of those that is barely leveled. Put in there. Yeah, I would have loved for Kane to keep his mask on when he fights. Especially since I got his gear, and the gear looks awesome. Uh, 6 versus purple users only. NXT set's actually a pretty good free-to-play acro. Macho Madness. I heard he's decent at 4-star. I never tried him. Warrior's actually pretty cool. Oh, that was probably at the start of the feud then, Mike, because I think that's the only time I used my full team, when it like the first 2 hours or so. I can't speak Hindi, Mandeep. I don't talk Hindi. I don't know anything Hindi. Yeah, I beat Zombie who's with statue, yeah. Actually never, no, NXT set? Yeah. Let's put that there. Let's take this. Yeah, you can still get Ultimate Warrior. The only shield guy that has a use is pretty much set as a trainer for bleed. Showboat Matt is definitely much better sanity. Yeah, Showboat Matt is both a really great trainer, but also a really great character. My spots are just turned off one. My eyes are burning. Actually, let me put on those. Well, now my lighting suck. Let me try with the glasses instead. I gotta get new spots. I like those Elgato stream lights. They're freaking amazing, but they're like 250 bucks each, and I would need 2. There's no way I'm spending 500 bucks on spotlights. Then again, I wasted more than that on poles. Oh, my blood sugar is doing great, great. Yeah, Striker Sting is really good. Again, both as a trainer and a character. Later, Mike. Thanks for stopping by. I don't even remember my pulls and what I got when, so... Well, let's tag back. Probably both cats are sleeping upstairs. That's my guess. It's not always the same one that's on the video. I got 2 of them. My wife is having my twin son. There would be a problem if my wife was having any kid, because she can't have kids anymore. Yeah, one of my cats really love my beard. Daughter's doing great. She's sleeping right now. No, there's no list for tokens anymore, Derek, because we don't know the percentage and everything is not in the code anymore, and it was like pretty incorrect in the first place. Tokens are almost impossible to farm for. Yeah, I still use my G Fuel. It's like I got 5 tubs right there. I got a shelf with all my different flavors. It's just like, since I'm going to sleep, because normally it's kind of an energy drink at the same time, so I wouldn't take it at the, well, some of them don't have like taurine and everything, but my favorite flavors do, so it's not the best thing for me to take at this time of the day. I'll normally take them like when I get up and during the afternoon, things like that, but rarely ever on the evenings. Yeah, Jake is actually coming fairly soon, Gene. He's like, next one is gonna be Gold Dust Striker, and I think the one after that is Jake on my list. Oh, pretty much, Felipe, except I don't sleep. Well, these days I do. Like, that's the first clue I had that there may be something wrong with me. I was sleeping. Like, that's not normal for me. Like, these days I'm having like 6 hours sleep. Like, I have nights of 6 hours. That's like unheard of for me. I've spent the last 20 years sleeping 4 hours a day. When it was 4 hours. Yeah, I do watch a lot of YouTube. I don't watch a lot of gaming content on YouTube because I tend to more watch, like, I'll watch a bunch of woodworking stuff on YouTube, or with my daughter we're gonna watch sometime like some fails, things like that. We're definitely gonna get 5-star at some point after, but I don't think it's anytime soon. Trickster Andre is better than Showboat, though Showboat is pretty good too. I know this weekend is the Showboat. Next weekend is gonna be the Flash feuds. How's my health? My physical health is great. Apparently my mental health, I'm all broken. Yeah, he's a very common character, Sandy. Hey, 2 more matches and we're done. I will end up like at close to 1300. My favorite band, probably Slipknot. I do watch, I do listen to a lot of music though. I rarely ever like listen to a band. I'll use like LiveX Live, which is basically a streaming music service like so many of them, like Spotify for instance, where it learns from your what you like, and it builds you a playlist, and you discover new bands and stuff like that. So I'll usually listen to stuff like that, so it's always going to be different bands. I rarely ever like listen to one band or one album. Oh, Metallica is always great. I grew up on Metallica. Oh yeah, I'm a metalhead loading. Like, I got the long hair. My old teens, I was coming like every Fridays or Saturday, where's metal shows and stuff like that with mosh pits, and I would come back home with like, I never broke my nose, but I came back with a bloody nose a lot of times. Like, you were getting like steel caps in the face. Well, the Black Album will be my and most people's favorite. Although there was like Ride the Lightning was pretty great too. I never broke my neck. I broke my ankle, I broke a toe, and I broke... Well, I got a fucked up finger still that it's all crooked because I broke it twice when I was a kid. Nope, I don't like coffee. My wife loves coffee, but I don't. Like, we got 2 coffee makers. Like, we got a coffee maker in the basement and one upstairs because she wants her coffee and she doesn't want to go get it. So, we got 2 of them. Go figure. And just, well, pretty much every album from the Kill 'Em All up to the Black Album was pretty good. After the Black Album, it kind of went downhill. Broken fingernail. Funny you say that, because actually a couple months ago I busted my feet on a column on my basement, and it flipped a nail, and I tried to it wouldn't come off. I tried to pull on it, hurt like hell. I tried to pull on it to get rid of it because it was like completely ripped off, and it moved like that, and it was hurting because it kept moving. I had to get the toenail removed, which it still haven't grown back yet. Yeah, my wife was watching me pull on it, and she was like, "Stop pulling on it!" I got a pretty high pain tolerance threshold. You get that from years of different pains. Like, I got kidney stone for like almost 400 days of pain. Like, I was working on my knees hurting. Hammer is actually not bad, but he's definitely not great. I'm definitely broken. Well, technically my health is fairly good right now. Well, my physical health is really good right now. It's better than it was like many, many years ago. I'm 40 years old, Gabriel. Getting closer to 41 actually now. Well, still a couple of months away, but I'm closer to 41 than I'm from 40. Yeah, I'm old. That's why I got the gray in the beard. And the hair now. Mostly the sides for the hair. I actually still have hair at 40 years old, so I'm thankful for that. I got friends that were having bald spot at 30, so... You thought I was 50? Thanks! Hey, happy birthday, D-Man. That's close. Yeah, I'll put a white stripe in my hair. Oh, you're doing pretty good, Gabriel. Yeah. I dread the day that I'll start balding. Like, I already, like, it's definitely thinner on the front, but I don't have any bald spots anywhere. I dread that day. Like, I'll have to cut my hair. I've had, like, I'm 40 years old. I've had long hair since I've been 12. I've had long hair for 28 years. I don't know anything else than long hair. I wouldn't know what to do. I'll probably just keep it bald or something. Well, let's go for yellow. I'm playing on my computer, Mike. I liked a couple of the ZZ Top songs. Yeah, the kid is already 29. Yeah, mine's gonna be 9 in... Well, mine is gonna be 9 years old in exactly a week. I'll just wear a bandana, or I'll put on a hat like this. Won't show. Nope, I'm not a big fan of anime. 7,500. Actually, were we already done? And I was just keep on doing? Maybe we were already done. 30, 29, and 15. Damn. Well, you're almost done with all of them, that means. Yeah, Nux is what I use. Yeah, William. Alright, so we're done with that one. We'll get more coins by doing the regular one. It's 1,000 more coins right there. This we're going to be using Hogan and Mr. T. Let me just make sure trainers are set. They're not. We're going to put Zombie Taker here. Technically, I could use someone else than Bray, but yeah. I'm not gonna put any coach on him. I'm probably never gonna tag him in the first place. Oh yeah, definitely. I hate blue stacks. It's like it was never that much stable for me. I haven't been using it for years, but it wasn't much stable back then, and it really ate your computer resources, which Nox doesn't do at all. I already bought everything I could from the Showdown shop for today. I usually buy the star coins and the... Oh, I got a free turn. All right. I usually get the coins and the star shards and the TP, whatever they are. Adam Cole's a pretty common request. Booyah!
1, 2, 3.
You thought I was spitting on my... Well, I had like a dust or something on it. It's bignox.com, the website, Mike. You can get up to 6 move sanity. The last 2 don't exist. Yeah, that was a complete destruction fish. It's bignox.com. I'll type it down. That's the website for Nox. Oh. Why? Are we still... Why the hell did it bring me to this one? We were doing the other one. Why did it switch me in a different... That's weird. Let's pay attention that it doesn't do it next time. I almost did a match for nothing right there. Yeah, doing not too bad, Magic. We just finished the Showdown event. Doing a little extra. Oh, actually, we're gonna use that right away because we got a bunch of red here. Hopefully something's gonna land on it. Yep, tree. Those it's for 34,000, so. Got a 136k pin right there. That ain't too bad. We'll be able to do it again next turn anyway. That's Android emulator sanity. No, no, no. Boom, boom, boom. I love that this move, like the pin bar can't move. That's so OP. Like boom, it just took like 250k and it didn't move the bar. Obviously this is gonna finish, even if it didn't create 23 blacks. Let it rain. WTF pwned.
1, 2, 3.
Emulator sanity is basically just to play games that you would play on an Android phone, but on your computer instead. That's why you see my mouse cursor when I play. Or actually, do you see it? Yeah, you do. Yeah, Shamrock's pretty good too. I forgot I brings me there again. That's annoying. But yeah, the shop here, I already bought those two. Like, there was TP here, I don't remember what color it was. And I got the star shards there, but though I pretty much buy those two. Like, those are always there every time. Like, the TP is going to be a different color and a different number, and same for the star shards. It could be a different amount, but like, I got a lot, so I always do. And that just showed you how much cash I had. I use OBS to stream. Was green TP? Yeah, possible. I'll even take blue if it shows, just because I got nothing to do with my Showdown coins. This one is going to be a little more annoying because I don't have black. Well, there's the black I didn't have. Well, I doubt we'll ever get to the point where you're going to see Mr. T, though, because it never gets up to the tag. It's usually over in 2 turns, 3 if I'm really not lucky. Yeah, I did get the Big Show gear a while ago. Not that I'll be using Big Show anytime soon. Yeah, well, there's... the only purpose of getting that Zach is if you're not VIP, because otherwise you get him from the VIP anyway. He's fairly average, Viren. He's not bad, he's just not great. Like, anyone has Sting, and Sting is much, much, much better.
1, 2, 3.
I'm not sure about a Chromebook sanity. I never used one. And I don't know what actually works and don't work on that. But ain't Chromebook working on Android? Because if that's the case, you can just play the game directly in there. I think there's a mobile OBS version. I never tried it though. Actually, let's collect that bag. Oh, we got 25 health packs. Don't really need to heal because I'll probably just heal it back. Yeah, the Showdown prices are kind of weird because some, like the star shards, they're super cheap. Like, they barely cost anything. And then you'll have some like shards for other guys that are like super pricey, so I mean, the good stuff doesn't cost much, and the stuff that ain't so like covered or coveted, or however you say that, but the popular, the stuff that not much people go for is super expensive. Well, we're having a problem getting black. Well, we got a free turn, I'll take it. I'll have it next turn anyway. Well, since the day he got released, Sanity, I don't know how long that was. No ID, Kartik. I haven't heard that there's any plan to change it. Yeah, I get the Star Shards daily 2D, man. I even reloaded the store a few times. The only time that you have a problem with Hogan is if you can't get any black. Like, I didn't this time. It took me 3 turns to be able to do my moves, but it's over when I do, so... Worst case scenario, it's gonna take me 3 turns to win. Nope, I never smoked anything, not even drugs, and I don't drink anymore. I drank enough for a lifetime from like 14, 15 up to 22 or so. I drank my ass off during those years, but I haven't drank... Like, I'll drink like 1 or 2 beer per year, and it's probably been more than a year since my last one. Not really, D-Man. There's a few characters that have some gears that you can get from them, but very not many of them, and it's rather irrelevant gear, most of them. But for the most part, it's... you can't find anyone, apparently. Oh, and we're not even in the right one. Good God, I always forgot. I'm doing great, Gerpedia. OBS is not that complicated, Sanity. Obviously, if you never use it, you're probably gonna get lost, but I mean, I never used it myself, and I just, like, I looked up a 5-minute video on YouTube and I knew how to use it. From Greece, nice, Nikolaos. Doesn't make much difference, Derek, no. Oh yeah, definitely Viren. With Vince, it's definitely high damage. So again, we're not getting any black, so this is taking us longer. Well, I try still, Sanity. When I don't know how to pronounce it, I try, and I'll often just butcher it, trying. Well, we'll never get that black, which means we're gonna get hammered on the next turn. I don't remember the name of the moves, Gurpreet. It's not anywhere, it's on the character itself, D-Man. Like, if you go to, like, Jerry Lawler, for instance, if you go check his gear, it'll show you the price to buy it, because that's one of those that you can buy. I did a 2-pull Viren. I didn't get in. Well, the channel is there, but I'm not in it, so. I just haven't activated it. Like it wouldn't take the audio from the from Discord. Hey, Akbar. Sending me a text message at 1 a.m. Oh. That's an ad from Samsung. Night, Austin. It's 2 or 3 a.m., Zach. I'm not sure. Eastern. So it's either in 1 or 2 hours. Oh, well, we maxed it. 12:06. Well, looks like that's all we can do for tonight. Because we maxed everything there is. So I guess I'll go eat something and then I'll go to bed, because otherwise I won't be able to sleep if I'm hungry. So I guess that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. I don't know when the next stream is gonna be. I might do like another one this week. Like I said, I got the Gear Tactics game getting released Tuesday, I think. I'll definitely be playing that. I will probably do a stream. I'll probably like try to play the game first so I don't look like a total noob, which I may still, since it's gonna be a new game, but we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. See ya. G out.